Hello students, I am today beginning with the exercise number 1.1 of the chapter number 1 of complex numbers. That is, in last videos we have already seen about the complex numbers and what are the points, let us see here. I have taught in last videos. I have first taken the points, that is a complex number and introduction to the complex numbers. In this point, that is complex number, I have also introduced to you, that is imaginary, what are the imaginary numbers, what is the complex number and definition of the complex number, what is the real part and imaginary part of the complex number with examples. I have explained already all these points in last videos. Next point, that is outline of the chapter, that is second subunit of this chapter is algebra of complex number. In this algebra of complex number, in this subunit, I have already taken these points. Let us see here what is the points are: equality of two complex numbers, conjugate of two complex numbers. It is also I have explained with the examples. Next we have taken this addition of complex numbers, subtraction of these complex numbers, multiplication of complex numbers, division of complex numbers, and power of I, square root of the complex number. It is also taken with the examples. Solution of the quadratic equation in complex number system. Also these points are covered in algebra of complex numbers. For these subunits, we have two exercises in the textbook. Then I have already covered all the points, and I am today beginning with the exercise 1.1. And in this exercise 1.1, the question number 1 is simplify. That is, first question is minus 16 in the under root sign plus 3 into under root of minus 25 plus root of under root of minus of 36 minus under root of minus of 625. Let us see here how to simplify it. What is the solution for this? This 16 into minus 1, it can be written as minus 16 is written as 16 into minus 1 plus 3 into under root of this minus 25. It can be also written as 25 into minus 1 plus 36 into under root of this multiplication, that is root of 36 into minus 1 plus next term is with minus sign under root of 625 into minus 1. What is the value of root of minus 1? We know already about it. That is, root of minus 1 is equal to I. We know this. Therefore, under root of 16 into under root of minus 1, it is taken as plus 3 into root of 25 into root of minus 1 plus root of 36 into root of minus 1 minus root of 65 into root of minus 1. And let us see what is the value of root of minus 1. Root of minus 1, it is equal to I. Therefore, it can be written as root of 16 is equal to, we know about the square root of 16, that is equal to 4 into this root of minus 1 is equal to I, and plus 3 into root of 25, it becomes 5 into I, plus 36 becomes from the outside of root, that is 6. Square root of 36 is 6 into I minus 25 I, because square root of 625 is 25. Here I have written that root of minus 1 is equal to I, is the value of the imaginary number. It is equal to next step, that is 4I, keep as it is equal to 4I. Next one is 5 into 3, that is 15I, plus 15I. Next one is plus 6I and minus 25I. That becomes, it is equal to this 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 15 is equal to 25I minus 25I, that is equal to becomes 0. Then answer is of this minus of under root of 16 plus 3 into root of minus of 25 plus root of minus of 36 minus under root of minus of 625, it is equal to 0. This is the simplification of the first example of the question number 1. Let us see the second one from the question number 1 from the exercise 1.1. That is second example from the question number 1. Let's see what is this. 4 into root of minus of 4 plus 5 into under root of minus of 9 minus 3 into root of minus of 60. We have to simplify it. Okay. Let us see here. First step, that is 4 into root of minus of 4, it can be also written as 4 into minus of 1, plus 5 into root of 9, it can be also written as 9 into minus 1, minus of 3 into under root of 16 into minus 1. This minus 16 can be written as 16 into minus 1, minus 9 can be written as 9 into minus 1, and this minus 4 can be written as 4 into minus 1. It is equal to 4 into under root of 4 into under root of minus 1 plus 5 into root of 9 into root of minus 1. I have splitted these two terms, minus 3 into under root of 16 into root of minus 1. Then put the value of root of minus 1. It is equal to 4, under root of 4 is 2, and this root of minus 1 is equal to I. Value of under root of minus 1, we already known about this, plus this 5 into 3 into root of minus 1 is I, minus of 3, root of 16 is 4 into I. We have to take the value of I is equal to root of minus 1. Okay, that is equal to 4 into 2 is 8I, plus 5 into 3, that is 15I, minus 12I. That is equal to, simplify it, 15 plus 8, that is equal to 23I minus 12I. 23 minus 12, it becomes 11I. Therefore, the answer of the given example 5 root of minus 9 minus 3 into root of minus 16 is equal to 11i. This is the answer of the second example. That is from the exercise 1.1 and example number 2. Let us see the question number 2. That is, what is the question number 2? Let us see. Write the conjugates. Question number 2 from the exercise 1.2, 1.1. It is question number 2. Write the conjugate of the following complex number. Let us see. I have already taken the examples when I have already explained the conjugate of complex number. Okay, let us see here the question from the exercise. First is number and the conjugate of the complex number. Then first number is 3 plus I. And what is the conjugate of this complex number? Change the sign of this imaginary part of the complex number. Then we get the conjugate of this given complex number. Let us see here. That is 3 minus I. Second one. Second example. That is 3. This is given only the real part of the complex number. Therefore, keep as it is. That is conjugate of this complex number is purely real part. Third example. That is minus of root of 5 and minus root of 7 into I. The third example, that the conjugate of this minus of root of 5 and this minus sign changes to plus in the complex conjugate of the complex number. It becomes minus of root of 5 plus root of 7 into I. Let us take the fourth example, that is minus of under root of minus 5. And this can be written as minus of under root of 5 into I. I have already explained in the question number 1. What about this under root of minus of 5? It can be written as 5 into minus 1. And root of 5 into root of minus 1. Root of minus 1 becomes I. And the complex conjugate of this number is equal to plus root of 5 and this is I. This is the complex conjugate of this given complex number. There is no given the real part of this complex number. Only there is given only the imaginary part of the complex number, and therefore the conjugate of this becomes is it minus 2. It changes to plus root of 5 into I. This fifth example is 5i, and complex conjugate it becomes minus of 5i. It changes to plus to minus, minus to plus. Sixth example, that is root of 5 minus I. Then it becomes root of 5 minus becomes plus I. It changes the sign of the imaginary part of the complex number in the conjugate of the complex number. Let us see the seventh example. The seventh example is root of 2 plus root of 3i. That the conjugate of this complex number is root of 2 minus root of 3i. Next is eighth example is cos theta plus I sin theta. And complex conjugate of this is cos theta minus I sin theta. This is the complex conjugate of the complex numbers. This is question number 2 here completed, and in next video I am going to teach you the question number 3 and 4. Let us practice it and do more examples from the exercise, and also read and see the videos of the last points. Thank you, students.